Everyone is a victim in their own story. Okay, so that was audio sync. Assalamualaikum guys, I've been trying to keep up on posting more videos. Today what I'm going to be talking about is why I think Nust is a scam. Now this video, I'm not going to be talking about why Nust is bad or anything. It's about how I feel about Nust after graduating and bachelor's in general. So it's more about bachelor's life, our university life, and not Nust. It's a clickbait, you can say it. So Nust mein jab mera time tha, so I used to be always surrounded by people, always surrounded by my friends, all sorts of people, acquaintances, participating in events, doing a lot of things. My life was very active at that time, and a lot of people refer back to my old vlogs and they tell me they enjoyed watching that because I was doing a lot of things in a week. Here, I shifted from making videos from whatever happened in my week to one day or event type videos. That's a topic for another day. But graduate होने के बाद से all that thing has gone away basically. And since that has happened, I feel kind of sad because no matter how hard I try, I'm not able to get that much of life back in my current life. Or no matter how hard I try, I cannot gather all my friends or meet all my friends उस तरह से जिस तरह से I used to meet them during university or Nust. Nostalgia type होता है Nust को याद करके और बड़ा अच्छा time गुजरा हुआ है मेरा, and it is one of the major highlights. And recently someone told my mother it seems as if Affan अभी तक Nust से बाहर नहीं निकला, मतलब he is physically out of Nust and has graduated but his mind is still there, and that is very true. No matter how hard I try, I still cannot replicate the feelings and things I felt there or felt being a student or a bachelor undergrad student. It was one of the things I said in one of my last day in Nust wali video mein.
The thing is, इस तरह की गैदरिंग फिर नहीं होगी. लोग मिल जाएंगे but इस गैदरिंग में नहीं मिलेंगे.
And that is also one of my very favorite videos. I've watched it a couple of times. It gets me all nostalgic. Once you have graduated और आपको जब वो चीज़ नहीं मिल रही होती, you look for ways to get that feeling back. It has been more than 1.5 years since we've graduated and I still haven't been able to gather my head around the fact that it is not coming back. Although I know it because I'm saying it, but in the truest, deepest meanings and sense, I don't get it. And sometimes it bothers me too much that I feel pressure or have anxiety about it. And that's not okay. मैं जितना मर्जी कोशिश कर लूँ, I am not able to get that feelings or that time back. And it's a part of life that you have to move on and remember all that time in good memories and in good faith. And I do that. But when I'm not able to get that much amount of dopamine or whatever interaction that helps me cheer up or makes me feel better or make me the person who I am today, I long for those parts, and that anxiety kind of builds up because एक बंदा जो कि हर वक्त was always surrounded by people, had a lot of friends and had a lot of things to do. Now part has gone away because I still might have a lot of things to do. I have office, I keep myself busy, but at the end of the day, I am living alone, and that is very difficult because एक बंदा जो अपने दोस्तों के साथ रहता रहा है या is always around his family, living alone for a very long time is not easy and it's difficult, and that is one of the harsh realities of life, as some would like to call it. But it's through this process that makes us who we are today, improves us as being who we can. So basically there are two things I would like to share. पहली बात, one of my friends said, एक और ने भी कहा था but more or less meaning same था. It is truly when you learn to live by yourself and be happy in your own company is when you can be happy around other people as well, which is very true. I've been trying to work on it and I more or less, alhamdulillah, am, and it's going fine. Second thing, everyone is a victim in their own story. And no matter how hard we try to sell our victimization or our story to someone else, आप जितना मर्जी कर लो, that other person will be a bigger victim in their own story. This is a kind of a deep path, but that I had been thinking and talking to my friends about it, and it absolutely makes sense. How many times has it happened कि आपका दोस्त कोई चीज़ बता रहा हो and that how bad he feels or how in general victimized he feels, and बेशक आप उससे ना वापस बोलें, but at the back of your head you would always be like यार हाँ बच्चू तुम्हारे साथ तो ये होगा but मेरे साथ ये हुआ, मैंने क्या क्या मुश्किलें झेली हैं, तुम्हें क्या पता, ये वो. You are always by nature, by human nature, a bigger victim in your own story. That is something, although that is something irrelevant, but I just wanted to share it. Anyways, जितना प्यारा नस्ट दिखता है, so consider it this way कि this is the life I spent at Nust. I need a better example. So consider this hand as the life Nust will give you. All the 5 fingers, the palm, it's a complete thing. But Nust mein jab aap hote, you slowly begin to open your hand and learn how to grow, and this becomes complete more or less. But when you graduate from Nust, this thing happens. When you leave your friends, when you start a professional life, when you start to live alone, get so much into career oriented thing and become a different person than who you were 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, you're just left with one thing, and that is you. And you need to work on yourself, learn to live by yourself, and it's very important. Although Nust provides you one of the best experiences, but at the same time, any university, let it be LAMS, let it be IB, let it be GK, it's not just Nust. It will leave a major hole in your life that no other thing can replace. You just need to acknowledge it, that that gap exists, and you memorize and cherish the good parts about it. But you learn to move on and find peace and happiness in other things. That's one of the ways you need to train your mind, and everything will be okay. Also, last night I watched 3 Idiots after a very long time, and I'm so glad I did. And at the end of the day, I have to say, not I wala, but all is well. So anyways, this was one very weird video, but I want to talk about it, how important it is and all. Also, if you're into YouTube and have a lot of time, I would highly recommend you to watch David Dobrik, because those key videos are so lit. Although it's 18 plus content, it is very fun to watch. Okay, anyways, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. And Peter McKinnon क्या होता है? And Peter McKinnon style.